Okay, let's do a recording. It's 14 June 2021. Just walking out my back door. Here you've got some wild mustard seed, and here used to be all covered, but now you can, or with bricks actually, but now I've replaced it, and here it's all oregano. Really smells nice, and hopefully will keep continuing growing through there. Here in that corner you'll see in the middle now a pawpaw. It's now about 2 years old, something like that. And then just left to it are some forgot which fruit they are. I'll have to insert it in the video later on. And here you've got goji berries hanging here from my cover, and I'll go back to the middle. So actually this is then a view from the first part of my garden, just under 3.5 years or so ago when I got the place. The right hand side, what you see now, used to be grass, and the left hand side of what you see now used to be all concrete tiles, as you can see, all the way to the garage. But now I've just got one line in the middle and then another line with stones, and then I've got sets like this. These are the old roof tiles, just to get some small paths within the garden. So on the right hand side, as I said, here you've got the berry bush, and here got olive tree, and walking around there, the back there, if you can see, you've got blueberries, and there's also lots of weeds, but I don't consider those weeds. It's just conventionally named weeds, but they're building up the soil. Now we need to readjust the camera a bit. Let me see, try to zoom out. This is a pomegranate. Not sure it'll bear much fruit here in this climate, but never know, I just like it. And now facing back to the house, you've got kiwis there in the bottom, the small one next to the wild mustard growing everywhere. Something else that is growing on this front side here is another goji berry going all over the place, but also, and probably you'll see the difference here in the top a bit more, is a wild peach. So they're not like the rounder one, they look a bit softer. I don't know why the zoom has happened. Anyways, it's lots of lavender on this side. Here I just got a couple of plants and hope that over time they'll grow and settle in. Here we've got some yellow raspberries. Yes, last year I got 2 whole fruits of them, but you know, start small. And then we go back to the middle again. Here we've got a fake mint, so it smells like mint, blooms nicely, but you can't really use it as mint in the tea or anything. Then this one here, zoomed again, is called strawberry tree. It's not a biological family member of the ordinary strawberry, but it's got fruit that resemble the taste, etc., of strawberries, and it's a perennial, and it has deep roots, so good to help itself over time. Then on this side here we've got slightly very unhappy looking olive tree. I don't think it liked the -13 we've had in the past winter, but I'm hoping it'll grow back. And here as well you've got those old roof tiles for small paths. Here I've got a few annuals, maybe become some gourds if they like it here. And here as well we've got some other raspberry and some other berries that I don't know who they are. They just came here by accident. Then this one is fennel, and this one here, the name is kind of gone, but if I remember correctly, it's like blueberry. It's not a biological family member of the blueberry, but it's got fruits which are similar, just it doesn't need any acid soil, which is because I don't have that here. This one is another plant that I don't really remember the name of, but you can make syrup out of it. It's really nice. Here I've got, going down this side path, got nice fruits coming up. These will turn red, and that's when I know they'll be ready. You see them here all coming up. And here, these are white berries. So white currants, I think they'd be called. I didn't really practice this before. I'm just spontaneously going around. This is a apple tree from an apple core that I threw out. I don't think these will amount to much, but if they do, they're very welcome. Here, some more. Got to look in between. I don't know what that is, but I'll try to identify it and then come back. And this is another one which has fruits again related to the blueberry, but then not needing acid soil. And then here we've got a fig, easily to identify that one. And then here, this side, another pawpaw, because you need 2 pawpaws to have the fruit. Obviously it's not yet that big, so it'll take some time. And here, to avoid bright sunshine, loads of more fennel coming round. Oh yeah, here another one. This is I believe this is a red currant, but I'm not 100% sure, because when I planted them, I thought I'd definitely remember, but then obviously I didn't, so it'll be all a surprise. Here I've got some more annuals. They might like it here or not. I think they're courgette or something like that. Here I've got another tree here in the middle. Oh, maybe I should reshoot it when I prepare with the names. I just thought I'd have a quick go at that. Here I've got 2 fruit bushes going into each other. Here one is these fruits. Well, they're going to come here. And this is another one. And this is like a cross between a bramble and a raspberry. And they're really nice and like supposed super fruit. And here we've got normal strawberries, obviously about to get ready. Here we've got another apple tree, and here a little bit hidden got another kiwi tree. Actually, it's not the kiwi that you generally see in the shop. It's a tiny kiwi that grows like a grapevine, and they look like big grapes when you eat them. Here I've got another currant. I believe this is a black currant, if I remember correctly. So here, go back to here. Oh yes, forgot. Here there's a grape down there, and there's another grape climbing up here, and then there's a second fig down there. That was actually a cutting of the first one, and instead of just putting it on the compost, I thought I'd put it down, and it actually started growing. I believe these here are some kind of nut. I forgot which one. And here we've got fruits. I again forgot completely what they're called, but part of the surprise of turning my garden into a fruit forest. And here also I've got rosemary and one in the middle one, which is the same as on the opposite side, and then the one you see in the middle now very much smells like curry, especially after some rain. And then we go through my garage, and then we go into the second part of my garden, which is a little bit of a jungle, but why not? Here there used to be all kind of garden houses, took them all down. This now here is a grapevine. Hopefully it'll be happy here. Nothing edible here. I'll just skip this. Here, this is edible. That's a rhubarb, being very happy. That's a cutting rhubarb elsewhere in the garden. That's a plum tree over there. It did have an apple tree next to it, but that one wasn't very happy, so it died. Then we've got some more rhubarb around here, being very happy. And then here we've got just a berry, I understand it's called. And let me see, as part of edibles, because here again it's a bit of a wild thing. My garden goes up to where you see the hedge. You see a gap in it, so you can still walk through the gap, and that's like 3 meters more after that, and then my garden actually really ends it. So it's almost like in 3 parts in that sense. And here on this side there's lots of brambles as well, both lots of berries. And the idea in the longer term, I want to turn all of this into a food forest as well, but first needs to actually re-nourish, because it was very much a lot of pesticides and stuff were used by my predecessor. And there in the back left, maybe I can't walk through there, is a ditch. Actually, can also get an idea of the depth of my garden. Keep on walking, hope you're not getting seasick. Walk here to the side. This is supposed to be a ditch, but as you can see, it's quite dry in that sense. And I won't walk to the, well, actually, why not? Just walk to the, all the way to the end, so you have an idea. Oops. Lots and lots of invasive weeds, but you know. Oh, and I've gone out with just my socks. No, I shouldn't have. Okay. Well, behind this hedge, as you can see, slightly over there, I've got a peach tree and I've got cherry trees. So they're kind of wild, but they're really nice and a bit sour. So just turning back, hopefully you're not blinded by the sun, but you can see back to the garage part and then the first part. So that's my first attempt.